Meanwhile, the managing director of a New York-based investment and economic risk consultancy, Kuranga and Associates Limited, David Kuranga, has slammed the calls for the sale of some government assets. Speaking on our flagship program, Digi 360, Kuranga said the idea to sell the assets was coming at the wrong time. He said the government would not make any profit from the sales owing to the drop in the value of oil assets across the world and the government poor relationship with most multinational companies operating in the country. According to Kuranga, current market conditions suggest that it is more advisable for the government to hold on to its assets rather than attempt to sell them off.
The market conditions to sell assets or privatize assets is very poor. The economy is in a recession, and oil prices are very low. So when we're talking about oil assets or any assets in general, the market conditions are not optimal. With the currency crisis, with the current recession, this is not the time to sell and get the best price. So no, it would be malpractice for me to advise any government in recession to try to liquidate its assets, that was the best time to liquidate its assets. There are some exceptions to that where there are certain assets that the government may hold that are not functioning properly, that a private-public partnership would be very beneficial. But for the most part, when you're in recession, and particularly in a sector like the oil industry that is in a downturn, this is not the time. You sell on the uptick, not on the downtick, and that's common sense. And so someone suggesting that the government should be selling oil assets in particular at this time, that's just treacherous. That's a non-starter. It's not even to discuss that. It's unbelievable that that's even being suggested. It is not in public interest to liquidate oil assets at this time. The market is not optimal for that. The second thing is the relationship of the government with oil companies right now is poor. Almost every single oil company that Nigeria does business with has defrauded the country in some way or another. They've either not paid taxes, they've lied about the amount of oil that they have taken, and or the times in which they lifted the oil has been adjusted and manipulated to take advantage of lower prices as opposed to the higher prices that they actually took it, that they shouldn't have been paying. So, through the audits and through the various checks, we've seen that there are ongoing disputes, litigation right now with almost every single oil operator. All of them have been chased after for tax fraud and other types of improprieties on their part. So who exactly are these assets supposed to be sold off to? These people who have been defrauded the country? I mean, are you kidding me right now? The government doesn't even have a good relationship with any of them.